Hello, my hands are up. I don't know if I can ask one or two questions before you continue with the LinkedIn learning.
Okay, you can ask your question. Sorry, I didn't see the hand before.
Yes. Please, I want to know, how did you do a course for 2 months? Like, I know that our course runs for 2 months, okay? But you're making it seem as if you gave yourself that space of 2 months, or is it the original 2 months that was given by Nexford?
Okay, my first course, that was 6100. I did it for 2 months. I was learning the ropes. I did that for November and December. And then I got to find out that I could even do one course for two courses for 2 months, or even 2 courses for 1 month. So what I did was that I have to recalibrate the deadlines. So when they say a deadline is on the 10th, my first deadline may be on the 1st or 2nd. And so the deadline that is supposed to be on the 10th, I would have sent my assignment on the 1st or on the 2nd. Then the second deadline that will be on the 14th, on the 14th, on the 5th or 6th, I will be sending that assignment. Then the next one that will be on the 20th or 21, I'll be doing that on the 10th. And so before you know it, the assignment that is supposed to be spread in 2 months, I'm using 1 month to do that. And because I am running 2 courses at a time, and so I'm going to be doing alternatively, I do one assignment today, the next day I am doing the next assignment, and so I'm submitting one assignment 2 days after the first one, and they'll be going hand in hand. So, but I tried that, but because one of the lecturers is not grading me as fast, and the other one was grading me much faster, I decided to slow down on the other one that is not grading me fast and take advantage of the ones grading me faster to finish one course within 1 month. And so going forward, because I'm doing 2 courses now, going forward, I'll be doing 1 assignment and 2 assignments in a week, or in fact, 3 assignments in a week. But of course, I'll respect milestone 1 and milestone 2 by doing the 2 milestone 1 on the same week, instead of doing 3 assignments in 1 week. So by the end of the 4th week, I would have done all the graded assignments, milestone 1, milestone 2, and my final assignment. Sometimes I may not finish it in time, but I'll be given a grace of about 2 days into the new month to submit. And so when you do all of that, you are sure that you will be finishing your assignment within 1 month. And when you finish your assignment, don't waste time. Tell your success advisor to open the next one for you, and you start reading it. So that's how I've been able to do the other courses that I was doing 2 courses in 1 month.
Okay, thank you. And the second question is, what were your resource, where did you get your resource materials from? Because I observed that the LIRN resource made available for us in the Nexford platform has some discrepancies in the sense that when you take down the link, when you copy a link and you save it for later use, what happens is it doesn't take you to the material anymore. It doesn't take you to the referred material. What it does, it just take you to, in fact, sometimes the LIRN might not even open, or it just take you to the front, the beginning of the resource, you know, where you got it from. That's my experience. So can you send us link? What resource did you use? Did you use LIRN? Did you succeed? Let us know, please.
Okay, I didn't use LIRM. I tried it before and I didn't succeed. So I decided to go on my own. So what I do, I go to Google. I'll just Google what I want. For example, I will say, how can I market a particular brand? For example, one of my marketing assignment is to market uh, an energy drink called Power Horse. So I will start making research research on what are the statistics, what are this, how can I market these products, what is the success rate, what is the consumption rate of this product, who are their competitors. I will do all of that on Google, and Google will open a lot of pages. I will see some that are credible, and I will take them and I will cite them, and some of them will be less credible. If I see that I can use them, I will use them. I didn't use any of those, their resource. Sometimes I'll be looking at the course material. There will be some that they will tell you, read this resource. I will right click on them, and there are beautiful resources. Let me show you one of them. Let's say, for example, let me get to one of the ways I use. Okay, let's look at marketing now. If you can see my screen, look at how I do some of my resources. Hold on. Let me take it to where I am now. Now, this is where I am. Now, when you finish reading a particular, like here, I finish this video, this is the video I wanted to download. I will come back to that video. If you look at here, they will tell you, click for resource. I will right click and I will go to a new tab. When I go to a new tab, I'll go to a new tab. This resource will be showing me now. Where is the new tab? Yes, this is the new tab. So the resource has taken me here. Okay, and I will start reading, I will start reading, I will start checking. Now, if I like this material, all I'll do here is I'll click on the URL of the material and I will copy. Then I will go to a new tab and I will type my BIP. My BIP. If you go to my BIP, you'll see how I arrange my assignments, my citations. Let it open. You'll see the way I are. Sorry, I got some interruption on my line that makes me disconnected. I'm so sorry about that. Now my BIP has opened, and now if you look at it, I label all my projects. My first project name, all the projects I've been doing, I keep labeling them so that I'll be able to find which citations I'm going to use. So let's say this is a new, let me call this one learning experience. Let me call this learning experience. All right, so I would have set it here to give me APA 7. Yes, so this is the first thing, APA 7. Now I will go to add citations. Now, because I am getting it from here, I'll copy it, I'll take it to websites and I'll paste it. I'll search. You see, it is a credible website. I will just click on. Does it have? I'll just be clicking yes, next, save. Now you see, it has saved the references for me. So what I would do if I want to copy it as an in-text citation, I'll get to this place and I'll copy in-text citations. So if I get to Word, if I get to Microsoft Word, let me open a Microsoft Word document. Let me get to Microsoft Word document. Where is it again? Okay, let me share my Microsoft Word document. Now, if I just paste, it is giving me in-text citation. So when I say something that I quote from there, it will give me, this is the in-text citation. Now, if I want to copy the reference, let me take you back where my bib is. If I want to copy my reference, I will just click on here, copy bibliography entry. So it has copied. Let me take you to my Microsoft Word where I'll be pasting it. All right, so when you finish, this is a reference here. So these are your references, all arranged in alphabetical order. So that's how you do your referencing and you do your in-text citation. So now, how do I copy? Do I copy it word for word? Or what do I do? Okay, so let me take you to what I do when I want to copy. I'll go to the material I want to copy. Okay, let me look at this. Let me take this paragraph, and I want to copy here. What I will do, I will go to another website called quillbots.com. When I go to quillbot.com, sorry, is it quillbot.com? Sorry. Okay. Let me go through it here. Yeah, it's quillbot.com. Maybe I probably spelled it wrong. Now, this is the paraphrasing tool. So what I will do, I will paste my text here. This is 91 words, and I'll click on paraphrase. Okay. When I click on paraphrase, then this is what I get. Still, I'll copy this again, and I'll come to this paraphrasing tool, and I'll paste. I'll paraphrase again. All right. Now, when I finish with this, I will take it to Microsoft Word. I'll take it to Microsoft Word. Let me take it to my Microsoft Word so that you see me pasting it there. I'll take it to my Microsoft Word and I'll paste. Then when I paste, I'll start reading. Does it make sense to me? Now, sometimes they want you to be concise, because I also have Grammarly installed on my system. I have a Grammarly plugin installed on my system, which I downloaded from Grammarly website, the free version. So if you look at this here, for conciseness, it's telling me to change it. I'll be looking at the tips from Grammarly on how to be concise. Then I will read. If it makes much meaning for me, I will say fine. Then I will start looking for synonyms. Instead of me using simultaneously, I'll look for synonyms. I'll just put concurrently. All right. Instead of me putting components, I'll come back here, I'll put elements. Instead of me putting high expectations, I'll come here, I'll put high hopes. Then that is how I will keep changing the synonyms, changing them. Sometimes instead of me writing from beginning to end, I want to see how we start from the from the middle and right to the beginning without going out of point. So it takes a lot of hard work. So you look at it, you read it. If it makes sense, you go with it. And when you do that, you are also going to put your in-text citations on that. So when I finish writing this here, I will just come here and I'll put my in-text citation. So I have changed some words. Sometimes even these quotation marks, I may not put it, I will put it in my own words, but I've referenced the person whose thoughts I am taking. So you'll see that a lot in my works. So every paragraph in my essay assignment, almost every paragraphs are taken from thoughts of different people, and I'll make them my own. Sometimes I'll be using them in connection with maybe the company I'm using. So I will not be saying it the way the man is saying it. I'll be using it as my own words to say what my company is doing or what my product that I want to market, what it is supposed to do based on what this man is saying. And so it will be as if I am talking about my company, but I'm using the idea of somebody which I will give reference to. So that's how I do it, so that you don't get a lot of similarity reports. You don't get unnecessary comment from the lecturer that you use cut and paste. They know, yes, that you use cut and paste. They know all of that. But when you cut, you paraphrase again, you look at it and compare what you have paraphrased with the original source material. Does it still give the same meaning in different words? Then start looking at similarities, synonyms that you can change so that you will not be using their words. That way, you will be copying and pasting smartly and you will get away with it. I'm a living witness. I have tried that and it worked for me. I think I see some hands up. Evelyn, you want to make a comment? So let's hear you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, please, I have a question about the presentation. Which app did you use? Is it PowerPoint or Word? And besides the final project you showed us, I think it's in PowerPoint. So even if the professor said you should submit in Word, do you still have to use PowerPoint to submit your final presentation because of that, the rubrics that you told us, because of, as in, since you want to present it to the investors, as they said, if you're supposed to submit your work in Word, do you have to now go all the way to use PowerPoint because of the presentation?
Okay, that's a very fine question. Now, for me to answer that question, I would like to show you something that makes me know what to do when I am submitting my assignment. So let me take you back to my my rubrics. Let me go to marketing assignment. I will go back to the other one you want to submit, which is bus 6070. Now, if you look at this is a brand extension worksheet. Now, this is Turnitin. When you see Turnitin like this, type Turnitin, this symbol means you have to use Word to submit. And now, this one, you are told to complete this brand extension worksheet. So your answer will have to be in this brand extension worksheet. Now, if you click on this, it takes you to a format in Microsoft Word. So anything you see here, turn it in like this, it's Microsoft Word. Now, let's look at this. Okay, let me go to another course. Even my boss 670, the first one I did, global business. Let me go here, assignments and grades. Now, when you see something like this, this means you cannot use Microsoft Word. Yeah, they said Dropbox. So now you are told to use slides. They told you to use slide. So it means you must use slides. So when you see something like Dropbox here, type Dropbox, you know your assignment is going to be in slides. So going back to the other question for the particular assignment you want to submit, Evelyn, which is boss 6070. Yeah, this is the final project. I know it's tomorrow. That's the submission day. If you look at your final project, if you see the symbol, this is this, and it tells you Dropbox. Now it tells you Dropbox, so it's not going to be in Word, and they tell you it must be in the format of PowerPoint presentation. So that tells me how I will submit it. And they tell me what my first slide will be. I'll follow that. The second slide, the third slide, and the fourth to seventh slide. You have to follow them as they have instructed. If they tell you they want 7 page, give them 7 page. If they want 10 page, try everything to give them the number of pages. So if you can see here is PowerPoint. So now, for some of you who do not have the recording device, let me show you what I did in mine. Let me go to a new blank presentation. Let me take you to a new blank presentation. Here you can see my presentation. Okay, now there is this tab called record. If you click the record, this is the record tab. They say show me. Okay, narrate your slides with ink, audio, and video from your webcam. Go to the next, add videos and other media. Supplement your recording with video, screen recording, and more. You can do a screen recording. Your recorded presentation can be viewed from slideshow. That's fine. Now, if you click on this button, it will tell you you want to record. So when you start talking, when you click on record, now I am recording. All the things I'm saying from this moment on is being recorded. This is about 10 seconds recording. In the 15th second, I'm going to stop or pause it. All right, now you stop or pause the record, stopped it, then you can replay. Fine. Now I have recorded, I've stopped, I can save, I can add it to my slide. So how do you add it to your slide? If you are playing, if you have written your slide, finished writing your slide, click the record button. As you click each slide, say something about it. You move to the next slide, say something about it, move to the next slide, say something about it until you get to the end of the slide, and that's it. So what I did was that in my first slide where I have my name, I mentioned my name, I introduced my course, I went to the first main slide, I start reading it, went to the second slide, I read it. When I went to the last slide, and I thanked them, and I ended my slide. That's all. And you save it again. Maybe you save it to the second name, a different name, so that it will not alter the first one. In case there's a mistake, you save it and you play back to see the production. Then you now send it to the professor for grading. So that's how you add a slide. If you don't have this record button, it means you are not using Microsoft 365. So how can you get Microsoft 365? In case you miss it, let me show you how to get Microsoft 365. It's a resource from Nexford University to you. So what do? Let me show you how to get it. All right. One of the completed courses I did was orientation. So let's get to orientation. Nexford orientation. All right. Now I am in Nexford orientation. I will click for resources. Now look at resources. These are some of the things you are getting on your resources. Coming. Is writing resources. Where did I see that again? You know, it's not this. It's not that.
It's there, you just passed it. Go back, it's there.
Okay, I've passed it, right? Can you show me?
Did. Writing resource, yes.
I'm going back now.
Go back, yeah.
Writing resource, right?
Yes, yes.
So I'm trying to see where I will get the 365 degree, 365 getting started. I think it's getting started with LinkedIn. Okay, that one is with LinkedIn. That is with LinkedIn. Sorry, let's go to Communication Foundation. No, that's not it. Where is it again? Okay, let me go to support. But it's in one of these places. I saw it. So one of these places. Okay, yes, Microsoft Teams. Sorry, also, Microsoft Teams. You see it there. So you start. I think it's Microsoft Teams. When you get to Microsoft Teams, if you have not downloaded Microsoft Teams, it will prompt you to download it. If you don't have Microsoft 365, it will prompt you to download it. Somebody wants to say something. Okay, this is to get the app. I have the app already.
Hi, I just wanted to say, if maybe the person is finding it, the person can easily check their first welcome to Nexford email. So there's a direct link for you to download Office 365.
Exactly.
And then enter your learner ID and password and all of that.
Exactly. All right. Now, one of the things you need to learn here is how to interpret similarity reports. Now, similarity reports does not necessarily mean that interpreting similarity reports. When you have a similarity report, it does not necessarily mean a high similarity report means that you have plagiarized. Yeah, it says, though we are known for scanning submission for plagiarism, Turnitin actually does not check for plagiarism in your work. What we actually do is check, check your submission against our database, and if there are instances where your writing is similar to or matches against one of our sources, we will flag this for your instructor to review. Our database includes billions of web pages, both current and archived content from the internet, a repository of works other students have submitted to Turnitin in the past, and a collection of documents which comprises thousands of periodicals, journals, and publications. So you see here that your similarity report means you have used something that has been submitted over and over and again. So they say it is perfectly natural for an assignment to match against some of our database if you have used quotes and reference correctly. There will be instances where we will find a match, and this is totally okay. The similarity score simply highlights any matching areas in your paper so that your instructor can use this as an investigative tool to determine if the match is or not acceptable. Similarity reports provide a summary of matching or highly similar text found in a submitted paper. When a similarity report is available for viewing, a similarity score percentage will be made available. Similarity reports that have not yet finished generating are represented by a grayed out icon in the similarity column. Columns that are not available may not have generated yet, or assignment settings may be delayed the generation of the report. So you see here that similarity report is not a bad thing. So, but be careful too that if your similarity report is too much, it could be that you have used somebody's assignments and you are not using it smartly. And so when you are collecting assignment from your friends, you are collecting assignment from your past colleagues, do not think you can just use it like that, that after all he has passed it. No, they will flag it and they will tell you your assignment is too similar and they will give you an F. I've seen it happen a number of times. So when you are collecting assignments, make sure you paraphrase, make sure you change. The person uses a particular reference, make sure you change your own reference. Don't use the same reference, but use the same idea, if possible, to do your own assignment, so that the smaller your similarity, the better for you. I don't know if you can have another question. Well, who else have another question?
Sorry, you didn't complete how to import from the presentation in PowerPoint to the answer sheet. We are not using Turnitin right now. I think Nexford has stopped that process. We just submit in the submission section. So I don't know whether you have an idea how we can import our presentations, especially in video format.
Okay, if you are using your PowerPoint, you do your recording in the PowerPoint and you save, and it's all there. If your assignment is that of Microsoft Word, which is Turnitin, you do it there. You don't need video for that. What you need videos for is when you are doing slides. Slides, if you are told to use videos, fine, you have to use videos. If you are not told to use videos and you use videos, it is also fine. In slides, you will not be too much tied down to APA format of double spacing. No, you can use single spacing, you can use different fonts, but use good font. But when you are doing Turnitin on Microsoft Word, be sure to obey all writing styles of Nexford. So in the new canvas, which is this one, you can still see the same thing. But you know, in this new canvas, there is no sample, there is no sample assignments, as you can see. So when you want to submit, let's look at assignments here. You want to submit this assignment, which is upcoming. Let me just click it. They just said submit. You are told to construct, to draw, and they tell you have to do it in an A3 report. An A3 report means you have to use a Microsoft Word. So there are two things you have to know in Nexford. Either you use a Microsoft Word or use a PowerPoint and do it at appropriate times that you are told. This is a diagram you have to draw with Microsoft Word, and that's it. If it is something that you are going to do with slides, they will tell you slide. When you see a slide, use PowerPoint. Now, for those of us asking for samples, instead of trying to find samples now, what I will advise you is, if you are told to go and draw a BPMN diagram, all you need to do is just go to the internet and type BPMN diagram templates, and you see how it is being drawn, and that's it. You click it and you open it. This is a template. This is how they want your assignment to be.